Hey guys, welcome to the 6th C programming tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to begin looking at if statements. And an if statement will simply allow you to test a condition. For example, let's just say that we wanted to check whether or not I is equal to 6 right here. So we only wanted something to happen if I is equal to 6. So in order to test that, what you're going to want to do is just type out if for if and then put 2 parentheses after it. And then inside of these parentheses, I'm just going to type if I double equals 6. Now, the reason that we need double equals is because the single equals will just assign a variable a value. So this single equals right here will just assign I the value of 6. However, the double equals will check for equality. So we'll check to see whether or not I is in fact equal to 6. Now let's just say that we want it to print out hello if I is equal to 6. So I'm just going to press enter right here, press tab, and say printf, and then inside of parentheses right here I'm just going to say hello. And you don't need to actually tab in right here on the new line. You could put this line of code that you want to happen if the if statement is true on the same line as the if statement. However, I just prefer to have it down here and tabbed in so it's easier to read. Alright, so once again what this is going to do right here is it's just going to create a new integer variable called I and set it equal to 6. Then it's going to check to see if I is equal to 6. And remember, we need the double equals because it's checking for equality. It's not assigning a value like the single equals does. Then if I is equal to 6, it's just going to print out hello. If I is not equal to 6, then it will not execute this code right here. It will just exit the program. Alright, so let's just go ahead and run this and make sure that it works. And we should get hello on the screen because I does equal 6. Yep, we get hello right there. And let's just go ahead and change the value of I to something else to make sure that it actually does work. I'll just change it to 9, and now we should get nothing on our screen since I does not equal 6. Yep, we got nothing. Now, right now, after our if statement, it's only executing one line of code. Let's say that we want it to execute multiple lines of code. Well, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put those lines of code inside of curly braces. So if we want it to do only one line of code, we do not need these curly braces. But if we want it to do more than one line of code, we're going to have to put these curly braces after the if statement right here. So now let's just say that I want it to create a new character variable called C, and I'll just go ahead and set C equal to C, I guess. And then let's just go ahead and print out that variable C. So I'm going to say %C because we're printing out a character, and then the name of my variable, which is C. Alright, so since I is equal to 9, it should print out nothing. So let's just go ahead and run this. Yep, we get nothing. And now let's go ahead and change this back to 6 and go ahead and run this again. And as you can see, we got C right there because what it did is it created a new integer variable called I and set it equal to 6. Then it checked to see if I is equal to 6, which it is, so it came down here and created a new character variable called C and set it equal to the character C. And then went ahead and just printed the value of C out onto the screen. Then it came down here and exited the program. So on our screen we got C right there. Now let's just say that we wanted it to do something if I is not equal to 6. Well, in order to check and see if I is not equal to 6, you're going to want to use this. You're going to want to do exclamation point equal sign. So now what it's doing is it's saying if I does not equal 6, then execute this code right here. So now let's go ahead and run it, and when we run it we should get nothing on our screen since I is equal to 6. So if I is not equal to 6, well, I is equal to 6, so it's just going to go ahead and exit the program. It'll never get to this code right here. So let's go ahead and run it. Yep, we get nothing on our screen. Now let's go ahead and change the value of I to anything besides 6, so I'll just change it to 7 and run it, and we should get C on our screen since it will do this code as long as I does not equal 6. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial, so see you guys.